Hello, I'm ibxtoycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. This is my creative world. You might recognize it from a variety of things. And one of the things I used to do in here is I used to have like sections of the world dedicated to various updates. So when let's find the first example, for example here. When TU31 came out, I'd build giant versions of their blocks. Or when the 1.11 update, or TU43 as it was called on the 360 came out, I built a woodland mansion and a llama and stuff. And you know what I figured would be fun is if we built a section like this for 1.19. Given that the biggest 1.18 feature is a 1.19 feature now, and given that the wild updates theme is widely known, why don't I take a section of my creative world? There's so many builds going in every direction, but here's a nice empty section, and let's build some 1.19 stuff. So I'm going to build some of the new blocks in giant form, and then we get some background gameplay too. Look at me, I'm cleverly doing things at the same time. Anyway, so 1.19 was just announced yesterday as I record this, so everyone's got a lot of feelings and a lot of thoughts about Minecon Live, but also about the update and whatnot. And I figured rather than, because we didn't do a Q&A Saturday because there were so many videos going out yesterday, I figured instead, wouldn't it be maybe some fun if we instead of doing that, made a video, or a live stream even. Wow, look at this, I'm live. Who could have guessed? But wouldn't it be fun if we made a kind of video where we spoke about some of those things? Like, the one-off questions, things like, for example, someone said that, like, the moment someone said they want to catch fireflies, for instance, and it's like, yeah, actually, the fireflies are going to have some interaction with the player. I don't think they've decided what that is yet, or they would have said something about it, because right now, the way it seemed... Also, by the way, I'm going to try and build the brand new blocks using just these three things. Do we need more than these? We probably do. Let's find out by building one, I guess. So this is the 1.19 update, and so we'll do the 1.19 just over here, I guess. Seems as good a place as any. We'll use a lovely little point made from that. And because I guess it's this is now the Endstone, not what's the name? The Deep Dark themed update. We'll go have a fun little Deep Dark vibe. So this is a 9. As you can see, I'm very talented. Although it should be a 1. So, oops. Let's remove all of that. And let's instead make this into a lovely little 1. As you can see, I make 1s very good. This is the... Oh, actually, I don't make 1s very good. I lied to you. So this is the 1.19 update. So we also have to do this as like this wide, I'm guessing. And then we'll go out a relevant number of blocks. It'll be wonderful. So, yeah, I'm gonna be having a lot of fun today, and we're gonna answer some of your questions that I know you have, because I feel like Thank you so much for becoming the 338th member, by the way. Welcome to the coolest cat club. But yeah, I feel like it's pretty normal to have a lot of questions after some, it's effectively a lot of big bombshells, one after another. So let's talk about all of them. The health of the Warden is 500, King B-Dogs tweeted, says Pressard Gade. I think that, honestly, it doesn't matter how much health the Warden has, although it sounds like he has more health than, it sounds like he has more health than the Wither and the Ender Dragon, so that's always fun. Okay, 1.19, is this good? It's not quite Wild Update themed, but it's not quite Deep Dark themed, It's like going for that lovely little middle ground. Because they're calling it I feel like if they didn't delay the Warden, they would have had to go for a different name. Or they would have gone for a better name, if we're being honest. I feel like calling it the Wild Update is kind of like oh god, how do we make it seem like this was the plan? Like how do we make it seem like this isn't a mistake almost? But I feel like they handled it well enough. Given the circumstances, it's like, sure, I guess what else can it's not like they can magically undo the months of getting ready. And I think that, I want to be on record as saying this, that even though it sucks and delays are awful, and almost everyone will jump immediately on the train of like, oh, no, it's not their fault if they're delaying an update. Well, I mean, it, functionally is, right? Like, like you can't just be like, oh, there was no way we could have known the Deep Dark took a year longer to develop than we guessed. But the reason they're doing it, in my opinion, is actually a pretty decent one. Because their logic is just something along the lines of like, we want to have this be a very good thing. If we got the 1.18 Warden, it'd be interesting enough. Like the version we saw at Minecon Live last year. The Deep Dark that they have instead been working on is much more exciting in my opinion. And so yeah, I felt like as a compromise, it's actually I feel like it's pretty decent, all things considered. I feel like yeah, I feel like it's better we get it this way than getting it bad and then updating it later. Because, again, all of the... You know, they've learned this lesson with 1.17. All of the hype for a feature goes away if it comes out and then gets improved 6 months later. You know, when Snowier Snow naturally generates, are you going to care about it anymore? Maybe a little bit, but it would have been way more exciting if your first time with Snowier Snow was then. Or, same with goats. Goats literally have zero purpose, right? Wait. You can milk them if for some reason you don't find a cow. Yeah, that's all you can do. So, also thank you so much for the tip. I hope, Jade Horseman. Okay, so I'm gonna load up my little tip page so I can actually see this correctly. I hope they include other biomes, the Lost Boats, not just the shafted, not just the swamp they shafted Boy Mesa. They shafted Boy Mesa. The Mesa, okay, so the Mesa biome was the least, I went through today. It was the least voted for option they've ever had. I've actually got a whole video about, like, the least voted, the most voted, and stuff like that, just because I was curious. But yeah, it's the least voted option they've ever had as something there. For what it's worth. I think that means they're going to update the Mesa at some point. I mean, they've added it to your worlds in such large quantities. They feel like it would be irresponsible not to at this stage. But I'm going to grab a brown block, like the mushroom block. Gonna grab another mushroom block, and then we're gonna grab like an endstone block, because I think we need a bigger palette of yellow to make this correctly work. So I'm gonna like endstone up until we hit some mushroom, and then there's like a little eye or something surrounded by. You know, I don't know what we're doing here. We're totally playing this by ear. Let me know if we get a convincing block by the end. That's all I'm going for here. The Bedrock Wither has 600 HP, right? Not 400. Okay, first of all, let's check if King B Dogs did say. King B Dogs Twitter. Let's see if he did say that the health of the Warden will be 600. Or 500, sorry. Oh, it was literally 10 minutes ago. Whoa. Okay, chat, wait. I can't show you this, I'm sorry. In the current build, Wardens have 500 health. Wonder if that's too little. And so just for comparison, with Minecraft, so the dragon, if I'm not mistaken, it's 250. I feel like it's 250. And the Wither has 300 health on Java and 600 on Bedrock. So the Warden is almost as strong, or almost as healthy, I should say, as the, yeah, healthy's a good word. Almost as healthy as the Wither, which is pretty strong if you ask me. So yeah, I'm definitely building the way I want to right here. This is all making sense in my... Okay, we'll make these go like a couple blocks. Make them a bit more random, so like these ones go this way, and then this one goes like up, because why not? We're just trying to add some blue to this whole thing to make it a little bit less samey. And now we can continue with our lovely little black pattern all the way up to the corner here, filling in the gaps. We might have used too dark of a black or like too weird of a texture for this, but I'm sure it'll be great. I'm gonna quickly switch so I can see chat better. But yeah, the Warden thing is very, very curious if you ask me. Kill Warden % coming soon. Yeah, I mean, there's just no question about the fact that people are gonna want to kill the Warden, right? That's just, like, they've made the mob deliberately hard to kill. But I feel like, okay, genuinely my opinion is the version they showed off at, Minecon Live, Terra says the Warden is more like environmental danger. Yeah, there's no benefit to killing the Warden. It's a stealth mechanic that you're better off bypassing. But if you want a challenge, go to kill him. I feel like the Warden we saw, you know, the way you're creeping around him, feels rewarding enough that you genuinely don't want to kill the Warden. But if you are super OP, why not just roll in there and let him spawn and just run away? Or, you know, like, use a slowness potion on him or something. That's assuming he's not potion resistant, which I guess he'll almost certainly be. Do you think devs forgot about the goat horn? I think if the goat horn doesn't come in 1.18, that's a confirmation that it's the Warden related. Also, you're the best. Thank you so much, Pumpkin, for the $2 tip. Appreciate it. I wonder if that's there is an achievement. Yeah, I do think that this is Minecraft's first attempt at like a stealth mechanic. So you know, obviously they're gonna have. I guess I see where their reservations come from on that. Honestly, okay, I think I've understood what I'm doing now. Yeah, I see where the reservations come from in that sense. But also, it's like, also thank you very much, Hexateron. Is this your first ever tip, Mr. Hexateron? This is an incredible day for all of us in chat. The world update reminds me of the time when updates just added random stuff and didn't have a theme. By the way, I have a bank account now. Hey, thank you very much, Mr. Hexateron. Honestly, I'm worried that it's gonna be this way. I'm not gonna, again, I don't wanna drag the update till it's out because we don't know about the rest of it. Right now, the list of features they've given for the wild update is just, yeah, here are things we want to throw in the game. Why not? It feels like someone on the team was like, come on guys, we need some direction between 1.13 and 1.16. Aquatic update, Village and Pillage. Actually, even Buzzy Bees was a bit off track. Then Buzzy Bees came out and they're like, oh god, we messed up, let's not do this again. So yeah, someone on the team like had this like vision. Yeah, I feel like brown will work a bit better than what I've been using right here. Let's, yeah, there we go. A little brown mushroom block. Is this even brown mushroom? It is mushroom. Also, Pat, thank you very much, Pumpkin. But, yeah, there's this, like, genuine question lingering in the air, in my opinion, about, like, will they manage to make this a cohesive theme? Or are they just going for, like, yeah, we're adding bones and neverwalk blocks and polar bears. What's the link? It's hot and cold. Those are both temperatures. I disagree, it's an all-around overworld biome update. See, that's the thing. Even though we can take a good guess that they're updating the overworld biomes, they've only confirmed so far they're updating the swamp and the Birch Forest. And as we know, although Minecraft tries to over-deliver, sorry, yeah, sometimes it's not possible. It's totally understandable. I mean, is it totally? You know, it is. But it means that there's this challenging place that they're going to end up in. There's the challenge of, like, adding in the things they've already promised is going to take some amount of time. Again, it takes longer to add features than you would reasonably expect on the outside, from the outside. And so, given that that is true, I think there's a, we shouldn't expect them to update every single overworld biome. Also, did everyone get the notification for the live stream? I double-checked nothing. I found it by chance. It's so hard to find YouTube live streams, even when you know they're there. Like, yesterday, I was trying to find my own live stream on my laptop so I could watch the chat. And I found it so hard. And the fact that even notifications won't do it for you, you've got to go into notifications and hit all notifications or something. And then after you've done that for my channel, you have to go to the YouTube settings, and then you have to go in there. All notifications, no, really. I promise. I really do want them. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Fireflies in a bottle, please. I'd love to see fireflies in a bottle. I don't know what you do with them, but I think if we've got bottles of, if we've got buckets of axolotls, we can have bottles, and buckets of fish even. We can have bottles of fireflies. I think that's a fair trade-off.
The MC devs have gone back on more promises than my ex-GF at this point. Why should we trust them about stuff when they never do what they say they will? They make millions. Hire more staff, god damn it.
Yeah, okay, this is, okay, so the phrase, Oraf told me this is what they say internally. Because, you know, like, from the outside, it really is just like, come on, just hire more people. They have money, like, You're not incorrect when you say that Minecraft is a game that makes millions. That is not a false statement. It is literally one of the most profitable games out there too. Because it's not even that it's just one of the, it's not only just that it's the most sold game ever, but it's the most sold game ever that has a much smaller staff than most games. They're kind of fixing that and like going towards a more normal staff now. But the thing is hiring new staff doesn't immediately fix the problem. I do understand that, but like, yeah. There's a lead-in time to get people valuable. And also, if you take a feature like the brand new boats or something, for example, if you take one of these features, they don't magically just, you know, if you add in the new boat chests, it takes a developer to do that. You can't split that work between two because someone has to, you know, Jeb said he wanted to redo the boats anyway, so it's kind of fitting that that's happening. But it's a lot harder to just be like, yeah, we'll just redo that entirely. It'll be easy, it'll be fine. There is a harder level to that, if you will, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna fill this in like this. Yeah, I like how this is coming along. I think this is a bit too bright for blue. I think we need a darker like we need like a cyan terracotta here or something. But yeah, Cheese God, first of all, thank you for the tip again. But I do think though. that it isn't... Okay, this is already cyan. I guess I need like a... Yeah, I guess I need literally terracotta. Where is this terracotta? We're gonna scroll up till we find it? Is it with... Where are you, terracotta? We'll just have to type it in. Like a pleb. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with like a... No, even these colors aren't right. What blue is that deep dark blue, you know? Okay, let's go with blue everything. Cyan everything. It's definitely a cyanish color. Cyan wool, maybe. You know, I'm sticking with the cyan terracotta. And if it looks pretty, if it doesn't look like a structure, like the actual block, then you know, that's what I wanted in life anyway. Yeah, I get a win even when I get a loss. So, yeah, I feel like Minecraft has had this systemic problem of just, they misunderstand the amount they can do as, maybe not as individuals, but as a team. Maybe what it is like the whole time that all the good updates were coming out, they were burning themselves out to all hell. Who knows? Also, there's a lead-in time, but this has been a systemic problem since they claimed the 2 updates here, and the only time it happened was the freaking bee. Hey, this year we've got a 2 update year. Hey, I think you'll find that that's technically correct. Are we not getting a 2nd update this year? They worked out the solution to getting 2 updates a year was to bring the same content as 1 update, but split it in half. No, again, I totally agree with the sentiment of like, yeah, you are the people in charge of this. You don't have anyone. It's hard to find an effective, point of blame here. Okay, now we're gonna make like a big circle in the middle of all of this. I think this should be a end stone block. Like, if this is hard, you know, if this is like a problem for you guys, like, come on. The time isn't to wait until you have to delay. The time is to work out when the delay needs to come and then be like, okay, how do we prevent that? Whereas every time there's a delay, they're like, yeah, this is a one-time thing. It's never going to happen. Oh, God, how did it happen again? But never again, never again. And then, so now it seems like they're going too cautiously and they're like, if we just promise nothing, then we can make sure we do better than that. I'm confused. Also, this is a 2 update year. I mean, is it not are there not 2 updates this year? Checkmate. I think you've been, lambasted? Bamboozled? I don't know. There's something that you've been. You have to start a live stream when I'm cooking, says Cat. I'm sorry, Cat. you balancing cooking and deleting bizarre comments with a ton of 7s in. I don't even know why someone would comment that. But yeah, I do definitely agree that there is okay, this is gonna be a very strange thing when it's over. It's gonna be good though. Just trust me, everyone. Just trust me. It's gonna all work out. I'm confused by their logic. Thank you very much for the tip, by the way, Oscar Peterson. They care about animal treatment, etc., but they said the frog is now going to drop something, meaning players will kill it. See, that was something, I watched the entire thing twice, and I haven't heard this, but again, I believe that it's just me somehow missing it, don't worry. But, oh man, I am apparently sick. Yeah, it's really, there's a very, let me work this out. There is a little bit of a, there's a little bit of a interesting problem here that's like, yeah, they want to make the mob useful, and how do, like, enough Minecraft mobs right now, you get things by killing them. For some reason, they had a phase of a few years where it's like, you shouldn't get anything from killing mobs. So it's like, well, that wasn't a good solution, was it? We got the polar bear and the panda bear and the llama and whatever else. The llama, at least you could argue they tried, you know, at least they tried. They failed, but we can, you know, we can still give them points for going somewhere with it. Okay, this is gonna go way taller now than the one over there. I have a little brown streak in here too, just to make the teeth more like, the teeth, are they teeth? I don't know what they are. Well, let's, yeah, something like that. Is that looking okay? You know, it'll work out. To donate to the Copper Golem support group, go to streamlabs.com/toycat, says Cat Beanie. Oh, by the way, yeah, if you don't know, if you want a tip, via Streamlabs is the way that, if you do it via YouTube, 30% goes to YouTube, and it's not true at streamlabs.com/toycat. Also, I thought the mangrove swamps felt often kind of empty. What do you think of the mud/mangrove blocks, says Ryan B. The mud blocks are interesting enough to me. I mean, like, they're giving a biome an identity of a new block is more than they've done for a lot of things. They didn't say anything about frog drops, says Seppi. I've had so many comments telling me they have. I need to rewatch. Like, I watched the whole thing multiple times, but you know, again, like, I clearly must have zoned out or something both times when they said that. Which, again, I'm not going to disbelieve that I have done that. It is a thing that happens to people. I'm so confused. When will the Warden release, says GTA Ranked? 2022. We don't have a specific date in 2022, but it will be releasing in 2022. They say frog use, not drop, I think. I wish they'd let us actually take all pets in games. Foxes, llamas. I mean, there's an interesting thing about even like the friendliness of foxes. Like, to me, that was the ultimate cop-out. Rather than having pet foxes, they're like, no, you can just have a fox that trusts you. But it's like, but we're playing a video. You know, like, it's okay to have fantasy in a video game, especially Minecraft. Look what I'm doing. I'm flying around placing blocks to make a weird block that detects sound and then shrieks at you. I mean, is that too much? Bigger salmon in swamps. I mean, if you think about it, the water in swamps is murkier, so salmon should need to get bigger to adjust to it. I mean, it's the only logical thing I can see. Also, does this look okay yet, chat? What are we missing? Tell me about it. I feel like we need some work, but it's not the worst. But maybe I'm wrong. So I'm gonna now place some more blue inside of all of this. And then we're gonna make like another black circle, but this one will be thicker, and it'll be the direct center. Actually, no, we'll have like a black cross in the center. Yeah, that works for me. A little black cross. I don't know what it looks like in the center. I'm entirely imagining this. This is Toycat's texture pack. That's what we're doing right here. It's actually very clever. Anyway, so yeah, I do think there's a it's frog legs for the potions. It's a classic. Yeah, you know what? I do think that at the very least, what is it, like the eye of a frog? No, it's eye of newt. What even is a newt? I always pictured but yeah, frog legs. Or let them be cookable. You know, I feel like there's some fun ideas. What potion do you think frog legs would make if that's what they do? 20 minutes late, but hey, I still caught the stream. Good to see you, Gerald K. The Warden can now smell you out, so it's harder. Says Johnny Boy. You know what? I mean, if the Warden can smell me, then I don't know. There's a joke in here about smelling bad, but I don't want to make it about myself. Too much of the internet. You know, I don't want to die. I knew it was a lizard, I believe. Today I learned. Also, thought about silence around current gen. Also, thank you very much, Cat Beanie. To join the live chat, hit the subscribe button and remember to like the video. Oh, have we set it to subscribers only? That would be very devious if that was on purpose. It wasn't. But we can turn it off if you want. Actually, you know what? Yeah, subscribe. Why not? I don't want to hear about your thoughts if you're not subscribed. I'm just kidding. I care. Ooh, this is looking a little bit Iron Crossy right now. Ooh, is that what we accidentally built? Do we have to change that? You know, it's fine. If it's good enough for Minecraft, it's good enough for me. But yeah, I am really excited for like what they're gonna do otherwise. I think that also watch them accidentally delay. Also, sorry, the Warden Smash is harder. Watch them accidentally delay World Gen to 1.69. Not me tearing from my paycheck from an instant account from the United Kingdom with Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Oh, it's £3.64, so that's $5, so you're American. And also you said paycheck. Also, you said paycheck without the QUE, so you're definitely American. Also, Matthew Clark, thank you very much for the 99-cent tip. And Alden. Hey, Toycat, been watching your videos for a bit now. Does this look... It doesn't look at all like a shrieker. What did I do so wrong? What has gone so horribly wrong here?
Hey, Toycat, I've been watching your vids for a bit now and love your stuff. What do you think is in the center of the deep dark city? I know they mentioned it, but almost no one mentions it.
Yeah, so that's definitely one of the mysteries they're leaving like kind of up to us, right? That Like, or leaving, you know, up for... You know, just like, okay, you know what? Last year, they showed off the Warden, and then they spent a long time after that actually working on the Warden. And they're like, well, we can definitely do it for this update. And then, you know, they couldn't and whatnot. So I think in the same way, yeah, that looks a lot better, actually. I feel like that's a good little change to make. Hi, Toycat. Howdy again. I hope they don't delay certain features and give me a common cause for an update. Yeah, I agree with you on that one, James. I agree with you on that one. I think I didn't build these tall enough. Oh, no, they're all the same height. Hi, Toycat. How are you today? Because we've had a Cliff and Swamps update being announced, do you think they'll update Savannas in 1.20? I feel like the losing... If they're going to add losers from a vote, it's got to be the most popular loser, right? There's no way they're going to add the third, you know, the mob that the... Because, you know, if you take, like, this last mob vote, for example, if they added the glare before the copper golem, they would be adding a feature they knew is less useful. Unless they know something about how amazingly useful it's going to become that we, the community, just don't know, then I'd say it's not a good idea, all things considered, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, I think that if they have the popularity of certain blocks in mind, they would be fools to deliberately update the least popular ones, in my opinion. In my opinion. But maybe they'll do that sometime soon. Again, I mean, if they want to do it, they can do it, right? If they want to just not update the game, they can technically just do that. And although there's theoretically meant to be a chain of people, you know, responsible for making sure it ships, clearly every time there's always some, you know, delay, and it's fine. And I'm Ameriquen, says Cheese God. Thank you very much for being Ameriquen. I get it because of the Czech being spelled that way. You know, I'm glad you at least know. I'm glad you at least know the cultural difference there. Yeah, maybe also if the black kind of like fades a little bit more this way, we could do a little better. Yeah, I feel like that's a good idea. Yeah, look at that. We're getting here now. It's not anywhere quite there yet, but we're getting closer. Then if I remove these blocks and make those, I don't know, blue into brown. Yeah, I like that little fade better too. Let's do that for all of these. I do think that 1.20 needs to be a mob update that brings all the boring mobs that only do one thing. Or updates all of them. Yeah, I think that I'm so glad if they do actually follow through on their intention to make the frogs useful. Because, again, like, we can't just keep... Like, if Minecraft is going to say that the hardest thing in a Minecraft update is coming up with the ideas, making sure they work, making sure it fits Minecraft just perfectly, then stop adding dumb mobs. Because if the only category is, oh, it can be cute, add 100 cute mobs. You can hire a person to do that tomorrow, and they'll be done next week, you know? If you want to add a ton of quality, it might take them a month. But you could have 100 mobs in an update. But there's actually a good idea in not doing that, in my opinion. As crazy as that might sound, I think the value in not doing that is that, like, yeah, you want to make every update special, so make every feature special. If someone plays around with a goat in this update, they're like, oh, it's going to do something, though. I mean, it's Minecraft. It's going to do something amazing. They would be disappointed. And you want to make sure that someone doing that with every update, it gets the things that they want. And I hope that that's how it works in this update. But yeah, I personally am excited the idea that they might update more biomes than what they've said. Okay, this is probably about as good as we're getting here. I definitely did it wrong. But let's try harder for the next block over, the Skulk block of some form. So we'll have like a nice 5-block gap, as we always do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll make a 16 by 16 by 16 by 16 block again. Is that correct, actually? That is. So yeah, I'm of the genuine belief that if they do add a whole ton of blocks, a whole ton of different biomes, they can make this like a wild update in that way. But I think that it's possible. Again, I don't know definitely. I'm not a Minecraft developer. I think it's at least possible that their whole intention. Why did they show the concept arts for the Birch Forest if there were fallen logs and mushrooms on trees? Says Ryan B. Honestly, okay, you know, you raise a very good question there. I think maybe it was like, okay, whenever you're trying to like undersell something, right? Whatever that may be, you want to start by being like, okay, here's our best thing. It's not so great. Oh, we've got this other stuff though. Whatever, it's over there in the corner. And then like, you know, you need to get pacing right. If you're trying to show that you got the biggest, best thing, you go blockbuster, 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 blockbuster. But if you're just trying to, if instead what you're trying to do, oh, hello everyone in the chat. It's good to see everyone who's just popped in. I was so bored during Minecraft Live, I regret seeing through all of it. I should have just watched Toycat's video afterwards. I feel, like, every single year, it gets slightly more corporate in a way which I find like, there's clearly people who care, as you can see from the amazing set designs and whatnot. But maybe it's because of pressure. Again, I could believe that this is true. That, like, okay, Mojang employees are, generally speaking, especially developers who make the features you care about, pretty well paid. I mean, obviously, the people who work up in management are getting paid more because that's, you know, company structures. Welcome to the world. But, you know, maybe it's like, at some point, one of the things you value most is safety, you know? Like, I've got security, I think is the actual word I'm looking for. I'm never watching the pre-show again. It was painful. See, right? I feel like if you're Minecraft, you know that you can't phone it in. You can't just have a whole segment about something you know people don't care about. I think that Minecraft Dungeons is like a great, you know, also, Sam Hawkins, thank you so much for becoming a support cat, the 339th member. That set was gorgeous. I want that to be my living room. I want that so bad too now. Like, I'm very jealous of that. I'm very, very jealous of how that's what I'm talking about. Of like, that's passion there. And what also was passion was when you heard developers talking about the update that they're working on. Even hearing the Minecraft Dungeons developer, it was like, yeah, there's something there. And even when they're talking about the developer features that most people have no clue about, at least that pre-show is bearable because of the tiny Toycat cameo. Yeah, it's interesting they included it this year. Again, last year they asked me to give permission, and then like I was like, oh, and then it wasn't in there. I was like, okay, I guess they just blanket asked permission, then edit out later. You know, the reason they could use my videos is because I didn't have a chair brand that need to be blurred. You know, as soon as I learned they were bringing out a Minecraft chair, and maybe that's not why they blurred the logos. Let's not jump the gun that far ahead. But when they said they were bringing out, I'm sorry, I'm sick. I'm not actually sick. Maybe I am sick. I know it's 2021. You're not meant to tell people you're sick. If you tell people you're sick, bad things happen. Yeah, I'm sorry. Too much Minecraft in one day, methinks. But yeah, I think that. Yeah, let's grab another blue block, like a concrete powder, little cyan. Yeah, it's not gonna be quite perfect, but these three blocks together should do it. Thoughts about no current gen console update, says Project Moth. Do you mean no update for Xbox Series X and PS5? Is that current gen now? It's weird to think, because no one has them. They exist, but like, only to a small number of players. But yeah, we're gonna have some Skullcon. You know what, should we just, let's just put some, let's just like randomly throw blocks on the ground and see if it looks like a skulk. Whatchamacallit. This is, rather than doing this accurately, let's just, you know, you get me? There we go. Now we'll fill out the gaps with some of this. Yeah, this is how you art in Minecraft. So this is the Skulk Veins, I think they're called. Anyway, let's get back to this. Let's make it happen. So yeah, it's just a giant black cube with different blue specks thrown in there. I think we're gonna have to use another type of black, so let's find some black in here, shall we? What's the blackest black block we can find that isn't what we already have? Coal block. You know, coal block adds texture. Sure. So we'll just throw in some random coal blocks here and there. And what is otherwise? Actually, you know what? Let's just build it all black, then throw the coal blocks in later. You know, like this. Ah, but that's too geometric. You can't do geometric with blocks like this. But yeah, I think that it's a block of coal. It is a whole block of coal. They didn't even blur all of the chairs. I found that to be so cheesy. Like, blurring the logos on the chairs draws more attention than it removes. And then learning they're doing it because they have their own gaming chair. Do you know how much that gaming chair costs, by the way? I'll give you a clue. It's not cheap. That felt sour to me. Again, that's like a corporate decision that someone made. Like, aha, we can increase revenue by 0.3% by removing the logos. And it's like, can we not find that guy and like fire him and replace him with someone who's like passionate about making the best game possible, you know? That's my thinking. Maybe my wrong thinking, clearly. Do you think they'll add a new dimension soon? So I am almost 100% sure they will not add a new dimension until they update the end. In fact, I'm not. That's what Jeb has said. Jeb is still lead designer. And so, given that that is true, I would imagine that we have minimum 1.21 for a new dimension. But realistically, 1.20 is not going to be an end update. That's my guess, at least. Coblocks trigger Margaret Thatcher if kids don't mind them, says Cheese God. You know, thank you very much. It must be fun being on the internet and like knowing all this stuff about British politics, being able to make a spicy reference like that. You know, I don't know. I don't know if that's like a version of hell or heaven or what it is, but I'm glad that you're living your best life, Cheese God. Jeb 2024 says Dylan G Tech. The end update was updated in 1.9, says Hexateron. The end 1.9 was effectively an end update, but he said those comments about wanting to update the existing dimensions or add new things to them. He made that comment after 1.9 had come out. So we had the Never update, but we need the end update before we can have a new dimension. Are you gonna make a video about block bench thing to make a mob? I think that actually is pretty cool, Ace Ted. I do actually think that's a cool enough concept. 1.20 will be the chair update. The blurred chairs were spoiling the new features. You know, I'd love to see a chair exclusive update. You know, why can't we sit in Minecraft unless it's in a boat? That's all I'm saying. Super chats make a mob, says Poop Killer. That's actually a fun idea for a, that's a terrible idea for a live stream, actually. I've changed my mind. Toycat, are you excited that they're finally updating biomes from the previous boats? Yeah, I like it. It feels like, again, a robust piece of listening to the community that, like, we feel like you're not actually seriously considering all of these options. It felt like a cool admission that they want to, if nothing else. And so, yeah, I like that personally. I think there's some fun to it, some magic, some sparkle, if you will. I don't understand that wishy-washy stance on fantasy versus real life animals. No one's gonna go out and punch a dolphin just because we can tame them. Same goes for the other animals. Oh, I don't know where I'm gonna include this, so I'll just say it right now. The weird thing about dolphins is it's a widespread myth in the Minecraft community. The reason we can't tame them is because of China. Like, there's laws against being able to ride river dolphins in China. Or something about interacting with them. And I looked into it and I was like, where did this come from? And the only source I could find is a certain former disgraced speedrunner. And so I was like, that's weird. And as it turns out, there is no source that goes beyond that. And so I do believe that the real reason we don't have rideable dolphins is because, like, yeah, that someone on the team is just like, yeah, of course we can't encourage. And who wants to be like, yeah, actually, I think we should encourage cruelty towards dolphins. I have a few random questions. 1, how did you come up with your YouTube name? 2, will you do any realm experiments again? 3, I'm Welsh. Not a question, but oh well. Hey, thank you, itgo02. The YouTube name thing I've answered too many times, but like, I wanted a nice short name, then I added IBX, because Toycat wasn't available on YouTube, and here we are now. Yeah, there's a realm experiment video coming soon. It's just a big edit, so I think Harrison's been a bit swamped working on it. Hey, I got here today, Toycat. Thank you for doing this on a Saturday, says Flitz the Dragon. Where in the world do you live that it's Saturday? No, wait, you can't. Right now, at this time of day, there is nowhere in the world where it's still Saturday. Wait, is it Saturday right now? It is a Sunday. I've got a driving test tomorrow. I'm very, very nervous about. Apparently I'm slightly sick too. Pull a sickie instead of doing my driving test. Reason we can't ride dolphins because of the disgraced speedrunners and another timeline punching them. Imagine if his actual controversy in that timeline isn't like, you know, issues of speedrunning. It's like, yeah. So guys, I punched a dolphin. Wait, let me do the I'm a large YouTuber and I just got caught punching a dolphin tactic right here. So hey guys, I know you watched a video of me punching a dolphin, but let me just say that that isn't correct. I hired an animal rights activist from who specializes in marine biology, and she says that it's impossible to punch a dolphin. As you can see, the video is therefore clearly photoshopped. Okay, it turns out, guys, there is now not only video of me punching a dolphin, but there's audio, and my former classmates have come through to say, yeah, he did punch dolphins sometimes randomly for fun. I, independent, B, beautiful, X, Xerox, Toycat. You know what? I love it, Dasher. That's the official explanation now. And then afterwards, I'll be like, oh yeah, I did punch a dolphin, but it's okay because I'm admitting that I punched the dolphin now. Okay, we're good. That's the large, questionable speedrunner approach to everything, right? Also, Martin, thank you for the check crowns. I really appreciate them. Thank you for the tip. I love a good tip. Sometimes you want more, sometimes you want exactly that amount. And thank you for, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Have you booked your test for rush hour or busy time of road? Best time to do it, as you said, a standstill most of the test. See, Spoon, I thought that too. That's the conventional wisdom. My test will go into rush hour about halfway through, which I thought was a good thing, but my instructor says it's a bad thing because supposedly they just have a fixed route they cover, so it's distance. There's obviously a time limit. I think it's 40 minutes, and so they'll just ask you to go back. But I think I'd rather do 20 minutes of no traffic than 40 minutes with traffic. You know, that's my hope. Again, I'm feeling relatively confident. I can parallel park. I can not parallel park. You know, perpendicular park. About 8:30 a.m. Monday morning school run. Czechs use crowns as their currency. Damn. It's called the krona or something, but they call it crowns in English. I don't understand fully. Don't try and ask me. But yeah, I think that I believe in you. Thank you, Spoon. It's nice that even household objects believe in me. I think to go back to Minecraft, because you know it's gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. There's nothing I can change now. Is a terrible piece of advice to have the day before something. Also, rush hour will be annoying. Keep starting and stopping. If you stop too slow, then you'll be failed. Yeah, I am genuinely scared about the idea of like hesitation being a fault. It's like, maybe I should know that I can go slowly and it's safer than if I go fast. And it's like, no. Well, actually, that's dangerous because someone might react badly to you going slowly. And it's like, well, it's better they react badly than I maybe kill it. You know, whatever. Good luck on your test. I'm confident you'll do well, says Ashley12. Thank you very much. It is a pretty hard test, but I'm feeling confident about it. I spent so much time in a car now. I get the same thing. I thought this was just a thing I got about video games. Also, do you think 1.20 could be adventure and archaeology, desert, badlands, and archaeology? I think that 1.20 obviously like would make sense to bring back archaeology for, but I think even this update, right? We've got that new underground theme going on. They're probably going to add a brand new biome. You know what? Let's not say that now. They should probably use this opportunity to add another underground biome. Rather than having the deep dark, which is kind of singularly purposed. I got my driving license earlier this year, so I know what it's like. Hope you do well in your test, Toycat. Thank you. But yeah, I think that what I would actually love to see, I don't think it's their intention. Update every overworld biome in the same update. Rather than being like, okay, this is the swamp update. This is the desert update. Because the swamp update isn't that fully featured, right? How about we say, yeah, here is a brand new biome, the mangrove, whatever it's called. Okay, here is another brand new biome, the desert modified biome. Okay, here's another brand new biome, etc, etc, etc. And then give them all little unique uses. Not all of them need to use new blocks, but like the more that do, the better it is, of course. And if they did that, I feel like we'd be on a much better footing. Yeah, I like having these little cold blocks in, just a little bit of muddiness to the visual texture, right? What do you think, Chaz? This looking like a sculpt block? No, it's looking like a plus sign block. We need the random blue that glows in there, right? Let's just a few more of those. No, maybe not. Modified desert biome. Every biome, that will take ages though. Yeah, maybe it's better they focus on like one at a time. But like, again, we haven't seen enough about the swamp to say that it's actually, you know, like, if the update came out with just the features they said at Minecon Live, it wouldn't be an exciting update, would it? Like, chest boats would be great. It would be moderately exciting, I guess. You get chest boats, and even then, like, how often do you want a chest boat? It's more of a fun, quirky feature than a real one. And then you would maybe do something with the frogs, but we don't know what. And then that's it. That's the update. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot more to it. How long until you think Minecraft reaches version 2.0, says Eddie Hilo? I think when they finally add true parity or crossplay between Bedrock and Java, they'll call it 2.0. So you can be like, oh yeah, which Minecraft version are you playing? 2.0 or 2.1? Oh, so that works just great across both. When's your next survival review? Do you mean realm review? Or do you mean let's play? Cade Horden Smith? Either way, soon. Actually, wait, no, the Let's Play world is still broken. That's why I'm out here in creative instead. You know, I don't play enough creative, and I realize that when my Let's Play world breaks. I really do. Should I have another 1.19 logo, but like flipped? I think I should. Yeah, let's do it on this side, though. So we'll make it like a blue 1 and then endstone 9s. Doesn't the new wood look just like jungle wood, says Rajet Taha. That's okay. You know, I'm glad someone else is saying it. I think I do like have poor color taste or perception or whatever else. But I genuinely would have a hard time spotting the difference if they were side by side. Maybe I'm alone. Maybe everyone else is like, oh yeah. Well, you see, Junglewood has a camber to it. See, what is camber? That sounds like a word. It has a hue that is 4 degrees off to the other one. It's kind of embarrassing, actually, that you see them as the same at all. But that's fine. We're all idiots sometime. Yeah, I can't see the difference between Junglewood and that new wood. Yeah, they do look very similar, says Seppi. New wood looks like Junglewood combined with Acacia, says the Broken Gamer. Right, yeah, that's my immediate impression too. Is that a good impression for it to leave? I would say no. This 9 looks better with the slightly less wide. No, it looks better with a square. Although this isn't a square either, is it? This is also 2 blocks wide. Well, I guess that's how it is. You know, just for a little bit of fun. There we go. 2 1.19 logos. We'll have to build a giant warden after this, I think. They may change it more closer to the update. I just feel like wood is one of those things that it's not hard to... You know, you get me like... Okay, so adding the wood type itself, the wood texture, and how the mangrove tree spawns, that is an interesting question with a very hard to answer, how do you do this kind of phase. I would use it raw, not even stripped, says Slendy Girl. Fun name, by the way, Slendy Girl. But yeah, I personally, I would love to see a new lighter white colorish, says Miss Swazzy. Yeah, I'd love to see, rather than Acacia crossed with jungle, if we're going to go with a jungle variant sort of looking thing, I'd rather go for like birch crossed with jungle. Can you imagine how good that could look? Ooh, like, I feel like there's some great potential there. It's weird that mangrove is a new type of wood, but there's still no azalea wood, says Geography and Maps. Yeah, I think, like, the current swamp trees being made from oak is one of the few weird, inconsistent, you know, things that people point out. So I don't know why they'd look at that and go, you know what? Let's add a new tree that's also made from oak wood. Because now there are 3 types of trees made from oak wood, There's arguably 2 made from taiga and 2 made from jungle, but you know, they're basically the same tree. Whereas swamp trees are different to oak trees, are different to azalea trees, and they all use oak wood. And so now they're like definitively drilling in that oak is the default. Which is that how it should be? I don't know. I want more ultra late game, like for my Toycat LP inspired world besides building farms. Yeah, I think that every single thing we saw in the wild update is intended at early to mid game, besides the Warden. The Warden is clearly intended to be late game content. Does that mean late game like you or I say? Or does that mean late game in Mojang's view where you play in a world for 4 hours and now you're in the late game? It's hard to say which, right? We don't know for sure. Also, oaks are technically apple trees, says MJV. Oh yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, the oak trees aren't even oak trees. They're apple trees. So like, what's the scoop with that? What's the... Why do it be this way? I don't know the answer. But yeah, I agree, MJV. I agree. That's even weirder. Warden is spooky. Spooky. I want you to bully my world if needed. I'll bribe you. Lol, says Kate Warden Smith. If you sent it to me last time I did a run review, I'll bully it then. If not, I let people know on Twitter when I'm going to do that, at ibxtoycat. Fun fact. But, yeah, I just woke up and clicked on the stream thinking it was a video. This is better. Have some Toycat attacks. Hello, Mountain Man 894. Are you doing wonderful this fine morning? I hope you are. I had some pie and mash for the first time, like proper London pie and mash. It was delicious. Like, obviously, I've had pie and I've had mash, but never like the proper version. Yeah, something's wrong here. I don't know what it is, though. I think we need more blue. But, like, again, what... Some wool, maybe, or some, like, prismarine. Copper. I just need to have something that's got a really faded blue to it. Yeah, dark prismarine is not the worst choice in the world. I think I'd rather use, like... this isn't faded blue. Man, there's this many blocks in Minecraft, but I can still never find one that actually fits what I'm going for. Some dark blue coral? No. Maybe some crying obsidian? No, okay. So I think we're realistically running out of blue blocks. Yeah, I think if we want a faded blue, we're gonna have to use some dark prismarine. Or maybe some light prismarine is still dark enough. Or some warp, no, too light. I want darker. I want really dark. But still cyany. Yeah, dark prismarine it is, I guess. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this in here. Ooh, that might have been a terrible mistake. You know, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just throw a few of these blocks randomly in there. Across all the sides. Obviously, because we did so many black concrete, we need to fill that out with the coal blocks here and there. Ooh, these blocks next to each other. And then we're going to try and get to where we want to be with this. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. Chat, do you want to... Before we talk about more 1.19, what did you vote for, Toycat? I was very genuinely torn between the Copper Golem and the ally, so I let chat choose for me. Or I should say, I let chat bribe me. As all things should be. We let bribery decide my vote. I do genuinely have the tiniest inclination towards the Copper Golem. But I think the problem is the ally is a mob that could be amazing, depending on implementation. Whereas the Copper Golem just is an amazing mob, in my opinion. Oh, not amazing. Copper Golem is a okay mob. It's like, do you settle for the okay or do you go for the amazing? Everyone has their own different opinion about what's correct to do there, you know? Yeah, we're gonna add some more of these blocks in kind of like a weird corner like that. They shouldn't all be perfect pluses. If there's too many pluses, it looks like that's my deliberate intention. And so we'll add a few little corners in there. You know how it is. Yeah, look, this is getting slightly better as we go, actually. I'm seeing it. I want drones, says Abad Islam. You know, it's totally correct. We do need that. Toycat's such a corrupt politician. No wonder I was drawn to him in the first place. Says Dasha from Russia. You know what? That is the way you guys do politicians over there. I'm glad I can fulfill your national craving. Do you want a personal life update, chat? Yeah, you want one? So I have a friend. Okay, you know, this is, like, I don't know why. Like, I'm always compelled to just be like, oh yeah, here's the thing that you think no one sees. It's fine. I don't mind. Because I feel like there's so many things that everyone has inside of them that are like that. And you're so horrified about it, and you're like, this is the worst thing. And then you let it out, you're like, oh, it's not actually so bad. And so, I have a friend who is incredibly thin. Like very, very, maybe unhealthily so. But like, and I mentioned to them, like, because they're like, yeah, I'm overeating so much. And they're like, oh yeah, you, and I'm like, well, you don't actually ever eat. That's kind of a thing. They're like, no, I eat all the time. Like, I binge ate so much on, they said, like, Saturday. And they told me how much they ate. And, like, it was like, do you know the little sushi rolls that are, like, that big? It was like, they're like, yeah, I had, like, so many of them. And I was like, yeah, you told me you had 18. And then you went home and had 12. 30 sushi rolls does sound like a lot. But they're, like, this big. And so in reality, it's like a plate maybe, like, this big for a whole day. And, you know, the calories in that is, like, I don't know. They're 25 calories each. 30 times 25 is like 7. You know, I mathed it out and I was like, actually, you're still under eating even on your days where you're binging or whatever. And like the response was just like, you know, ignoring of like, ooh, yeah, I can't do that. Like I got like a lash out followed by an ignore. And I don't actually mind in the long run. Like I think it's healthier for people to know things even if it like hurt. You know, like I think in reality you gotta like leave people at a certain point. But the reason I mention it is because one of the things that, like, I guess should be more common knowledge for anyone watching this in the chat is the lower a weight you are, the more you over-report what you eat. Again, I feel like almost every human has, like, a sense of what they should and shouldn't be eating. Most people aren't willfully over or under-eating. They're just like, yeah, that's just the amount you've got to eat, you know? And so one of the useful tips that can help you understand why some people eat so much but never gain weight, or eat so little but still you know don't lose it or whatever, is that the more weight you have, generally the trend is that you tend to the more weight you have, you underreport what you eat. You're like, I only had you know 5 chips yesterday, and it's like, well, obviously I don't count the cake. I mean, the cake is different. The cake was a one-off, and it's like, your body doesn't see one-off something. And it's fine to have those, but you gotta just admit you ate a thing. It's fascinating to me. Just like, our own perceptions of what we eat is so different. And just in case anyone out here in the chat has the same, again, I feel like eating disorder is like such a mean term, but if you have one, I only ate 5 packs of chips today. We don't call them chips in the UK. So, a packet of chips would be like one of those... You can get like a microwavable box of fries. They taste so good, by the way. They're called like chips to go or something. They come in a red packet. I don't think they're called chips to go. They're called fries even. They're delicious. They're so good. Try them. Try microwavable... They come with their own individual... Okay, this is crazy. They're chips, right? They're fries. They have individual crisping sleeves. It's a packet of fries that comes with 30 individual little boxes. It's horrifically, you know, it's the amount of waste that must produce is terrible, but they are delicious. And that's what I assume if you say you ate 5 packets of chips. I mean, obviously I know because I'm borderline American by living on the internet so much. My driving instructor did question, like, you know, the one that shamed me is I'd always say we're going into a parking lot rather than a car park. He's like, oh yeah, let's go into the car park on the left. And I'd be like, yep, this is a nice parking lot or something. And be like, oh damn, I'm Americaning again. But like, you know, the cool thing about being like, again, borderline American, I'm not in the slightest, I just speak American, is people appreciate that in like small towns. It's like, ooh, how exotic. Anyway, let's get back to the update. Drinking fireflies in a bottle should give you the glowing effect. I really do. Okay, so we've got 3 blocks now. I feel like we need another one. You know, actually, let's just knock this. I kind of like this just as much as the. No, I like this one more. Let's American Ink says Mr. Creepy Pouch. Wait, Mr. Creepy Pouch? Mr. Creepy Peach. That makes more sense than Mr. Creepy Pouch, doesn't it? So we can build a Skulk sensor now, but I don't really want to. Should we build the Warden?
ibxtoycat. Love the channel. Q, I want to start a new world in 1.18 that will play nice with 1.19 plus terrain general. But I'm worried about ugly gen cuts. Do you think they'll do well here?
Okay, so this is a really good question. So everyone was saying before 1.17 came out, I'm gonna wait for the update to make my Minecraft world. I don't think there's a point in, you know, playing now and then new terrain coming out and making it all pointless. And I think it's so funny that the response seems to have been like, oh yeah, but then like 1.18, you know, was. Also, is there a parrot T-posing inside my dropper? Why is the parrot T-posing and why is he inside here? I have a lot of questions. The most fun thing to do when driving is to shift as quick as you can in a manual. Yeah, I did find that fun. The instructor had to be like, hey, just do it a little bit smoother. Again, it makes you feel like a race car driver, but in case you're curious, if you are American over here, then okay, let's put a warden like this way. Yeah, there's a perfect spot for a warden here. Should we do it? I'm worried about this, but let's do it. I'm sorry for coughing. Everyone make sure to wear your masks so my germs don't get through the microphone into the internet and over into you. Okay, so let's grab some quartz, maybe? Quartz is a really nice white. I like using it. Yeah, some smooth quartz. I mean, yeah, this is the smoothest white we can get. Let's build a warden, chat. Let's build a warden. I don't know how well this will go, given that I don't know how well these things went. Thank you so much for 340 members. I appreciate it a lot. Toycat spreads Rona stream. No, I've had my actual symptoms are like I've just been feeling what's the word? My throat hasn't been coughing. I've only been coughing today, but my throat's just been weird recently. Like it feels like I haven't had enough water, like all the time, and I bought like some throat soothing sweets and they didn't help at all. But yeah, I'm all good. Thank you for the concern though. Okay, so we're gonna build a warden. How well is that warden build going to go? That's a good question. Let's find out, shall we? Let's replace the coal now with some black concrete, and let's do it. Also, thank you very much, James. Howdy again. Fun fact: the first gen Mazda CX-5. Oh, this is way too far back. First gen Mazda CX-5 was one of the last SUVs to be offered in manual, at least in America. In the UK, almost all cars are manual. New cars, it's getting closer to 50-50, finally, I think. But if you buy a car, it's gonna be an automatic. Sorry, it's gonna be a manual. Is the general consent? You know, if you're buying it used at the very least, let's say. This doesn't look like a warden yet, but just give me time. It'll make sense later. So then we have like a 2-block wide gap, a 3-block wide gap. Is the warden a centered mob? You know what? We'll assume it's not for now. Do these look like warden toes yet? I don't know if they look like warden toes yet. I hope they look like warden toes. But yeah, I think that wait, no, not talking about manuals. I'm not doing this for you. Manuals are still cheaper in the UK, whereas I don't think it's true in a lot of countries. They're still the cheaper option. Like it's the more expensive option for certain cars, I know. You need 4x2 to build a warden. 4x2. You don't understand what that means. But yeah, let's get some 1.19 questions. You got something you want to ask about 1.19? Throw it in the chat. Let's answer some of your questions. Bonsai trees in the new Minecraft DLC? I don't think so. Vanilla Ice Gaming. I mean, you can kind of argue that they're kind of like that. It looks like a panda got flattened. I agree. Hexaterran says, why were there no game shows in Minecon 2021? Yeah, they need to make the show entertaining rather than making it a corporate infomercial. Like, I know they have hundreds of thousands of viewers, and so they can afford to... But, like, come on, guys. We don't want to hear about your little, you know, like... We don't need to hear about whatever it is you're talking about. If it doesn't pertain to Minecraft in a very direct way. We are here because of the things that we've been promised, and we're staying clearly regardless. But make it worth our while. Don't if you're gonna do a pre-show, don't make it random YouTube videos. Again, I'm not watching this YouTube video because I want to watch random YouTube videos. Also, I agree, Cheese God. It does look like a panda got flattened. I like that. I like that. Now it looks like a panda if a panda was like a Minecraft block sort of thing. What is the health of the Warden? It's 500, if you'll believe it. 500 is the health of the Warden. Maybe I should do a Q&A Saturday. Maybe even though we made this, we should still go back and doing that. What's your favorite part of 1.19? Oh, it's the Warden. It's the Deep Dark City. No doubt. Zero question. The Deep Dark City is the most interesting Minecraft structure I've seen in a very long while. This is a very inefficient way to build, by the way, but I'm liking it, and I hope you do too. If we do it this way long enough, if I get bored halfway through, I can, like, turn it into something else. That's my genius plan. See, I think these slowly shift into blue now. So I'm going to need, like, a transition block. Oh, I can just use this, probably. Yeah, we'll have, like, a transition of, like, this into this. Is that going to work? Let's find out. Okay, so, what were you going to say about being an American in England? Trying to date a girl from London visiting America, wondering if it's pertinent, lol. Trying to date a girl from London visiting America. Oh, I was just saying, if you're American in the UK, if you're American in London, it's like, get out of my life. I've seen, you know, like, you're not, all of the unique, cool things about meeting an American have gone away, and now you're loud. Again, being loud is fine. Like, oh my God, it's the Eiffel Tower. Wait, that's not what you'd say. Oh my God, do you see that? That's London Bridge. Oh, I went in the tube, and now I'm over here in Oxford Circus. This is how you sound. I'm sorry. I love tourists. You know, I'm just saying. Anyway, your girlfriend is so lucky. Anyway, so in London, like, no one hates you, no one dislikes you. Actually, I do live with an American. You might be familiar with her. Every now and then she gets her accent mocked. Like, it's only by, like, you know, what's the word? Catty teenage girls. Is catty a word? Is that an old person word? But like, yeah, they heard her just talking about something normal going past, and like, oh my God, or something like that. Anyway, so like, again, like, but the point is like, there's no animosity, but there's no attraction to you in London, because again, it's been heard a million times before. Is this what a Warden leg really looks like? I'm gonna go back and look at the Warden model. I guess it does. I mean, it's meant to blur a little bit better. It just feels wrong, you know? I guess we'll throw the black block in there and there, but also there. And then, like, there's like a blue block. There we go. Is that looking more like a Warden leg, chat? It looks a bit more like a Warden leg. So now we'll bring this up to the same level. Then obviously the next layer up is going to be all black. So we'll just bring this all the way up to there because it's nice and simple. And then, yeah, so, hey, Toycat, what's wrong with your Let's Play world? My long-term swell keeps crashing on Xbox, wondering if it's the same for you. Yeah, my Xbox world, so because I'm playing it on a Windows 10, there's more resources, so it doesn't just crash. But it effectively does the same thing anyway. So yeah, on the sides, it takes a very smooth angle, whether deliberately or not. So my Let's Play world, something about it, there's like a memory leak. It uses 26 gigabytes of RAM and then runs terribly, and then nothing actually works. Why is that true? There's some issue. Working with a developer on it, I can't really give you any more advice on that. Anyway, so yeah, if you go to anywhere in the UK that's not London, I took KitKat's former mod, still mod, but very busy with things right now. I took my American, I took a long-term American friend to my small town pub. And she, I think someone just like came out of the toilets, like I think it was like a disabled toilet near our table, and they're like, "Oh my god, the way you've been talking, I love it so much." You know, like and that's like a Jersey accent. That's not like a pretty American accent. No offense, Kit Kats, if you're watching. But like that's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe." Sorry, I'm doing. I can't do American accents. Okay, it's my big weak spot. I can do one American accent, but I can't do the rest. Let's celebrate the Let's Play 9 years, says Dax Kaczynski. Yeah, I wish the Let's Play anniversary didn't happen to coincide with Minecon Live. That was probably not ideal, you know. Wish that wasn't true, maybe. But what are you gonna do about it? Also, didn't I have blocks? Did I replace the gaps? Yeah, I had a block there, right? Oh no, wait. I'm so confused. Am I facing the wrong way all of a sudden? Oh, I did it on the back leg instead of the front. Okay, so we'll just duplicate that over here. We have one there, and then... Oh god, we did this all slightly wrong. Okay, we'll have one there, and then one here, and then we'll have the rest be... Is this correct? You know, I don't know what's correct anymore. I don't understand life. So Toycat's American accent is just him mocking Kit Kat. Exactly. Here in New York, the city is shown as like, oh my god, Empire State Building, lol. When it's like, why is everyone so loud? This is America's most famous city. Yeah, there is a definite element of like, I don't know why the stereotype is that Americans are loud. Maybe it's just like, it is easier to get your point across if you're willing to yell at. Maybe there's some truth in that. I don't know for sure. I'm not smart enough to talk about the ramifications of this. ibxtoycat, what do you think about Minecraft mobs having more complex animations? Do you think it fits the game? I think the animations are fine. I think the general mob is getting more complex, which would be fine if we weren't having this weird blend of old and new. Like I think they need to calm it the tiniest bit, maybe. But you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they don't need to calm it the tiniest bit, and actually that's me silencing Minecraft developers on their very real, Is this correct? No, it needs to be. This block is blue. This block is blue. But yeah, what do you think about the Warden spawning animation? Says Divided Rabbit. I love the new Warden spawn is one of the coolest things. Again, that was what encouraged me. That was the moment I went from like, okay, this is weird they delayed it, to like, oh, okay. They're making the Warden, like that's when it finally clicked that they actually can make a natural disaster mob. I can see why they were scared and thought maybe they couldn't for 1.17. Stereotype of Americans being loud is because most of us are in fact very loud. Sorry, can you say that again, Squad Quad? See, that's funny. I'm very humorous. I'm like the bone in your arm. So yeah, any other 1.19 questions from in the chat, and we'll make sure we get to them. It'll be great. But yeah, ancient city equals stronghold. I think it's gonna replace it, says Elijah Mertenuk. Replace maybe isn't the word, but we'll see. Maybe the fireflies in a bottle will be a dynamic torches like Optifine. Minecraft said forever that in their current engine that's not possible. It would be amazing if they made it possible. I would love that some great amount. But will they? That's a different question. Do my Warden legs look good enough, by the way? They look a lot like that block right there. It's an interesting coincidence. Okay, so we're gonna go another, what, like 4 layers up until we hit the torso. And then we hit the torso. We have to come out on all sides. I don't know by how much, so let's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Then after 4, we'll go inwards to like this. But then the torso is definitely wider in front and in back. I'm gonna guess by 2 blocks, like a horse or something. So yeah, we'll solidify all of this. And then it's the same width on the side because those chunky arms come out. So yeah, we can just bring this all the way up, bring this all the way up, bring this all the way up, etc. Send Warden foot pics. You know what? Here is your Warden foot pic. You're welcome, Cheese God. Thank you for your contribution again. I do always love a good funny tip. It's a form of being nice. Being funny is. So yeah. Okay, so Harrison needs some background gameplay for a video that's coming out tonight. So guess what? Now this video is gonna become background gameplay. Look at that. This is Toycat multitasking again. What is he doing? I just have this persistent cough, lack of smell. I just wish there was some way someone could diagnose me, you know? Maybe make yourself some hot tea for the sore throat. I have some cold tea here, actually. I'm showing not camera. I have this tea I really like. It's called Berry. It's 10 calories, but it has vitamins and juice. Get this, and water and teas. It's the biggest gimmick of a drink that I actually enjoy. But if you like all the everythings, then so tasty. Okay, so we're gonna get some background gameplay right now. So we're still gonna talk. Might need a PCR. No, I just to clarify, I don't actually have a persistent. I guess, I mean, I've coughed like twice in the stream. Now I'm getting nervous, right? Like I was saying before, you know, was I saying anything before? Nothing valuable. Okay, so the Warden has like a very strange body, if you ask me. It kind of like comes in a few blocks too early, and then he's got like these weird little blue stripy things that come in. So it's something like this, you know? And the stripes go inwards more as you go up the body. So there's a big old stretch of these, and then it goes like inwards more. And then there's a big old stretch of these, and then it's like, oh, we're going all the way in because we got a heart here, and then we'll do the same here. So yeah, let's use this opportunity to in case you're curious, you're gonna see this background gameplay later if you are so inclined to watch YouTube videos. Do you like that, or do you feel like I'm tricking you right now, chat? Do you feel like you showed up to someone you don't want to be in, or do you feel like it's behind the scenes? I guess you could really. Oh, this is a very tubby Warden. Actually, no, that fits, right? That does fit. And so now we just have to, you know, make this go and fit all the way around on the sides. Should be easy enough to do, though. Will the alley be directable by croppers / redstone? Croppers. A lot of people probably are expecting the alley to be this amazing redstone mechanic. I think that most automatic redstone farms won't benefit from it. Hey, do you have a Discord server? Says Joshua McKenna. I do, in fact, have a Discord server. It's discord.gg/toycat. It's like semi-unofficial at this point, so, you know, go there with caution. It's a Discord server about me, not my Discord server. It's just water weight. You know, spoilers for the tubby Warden. I do like this. It's, you know, it is a shame in a manner of thinking, right? That like the feature that most people are excited about is the one they have to keep delaying. I think that, again, this is my guess. Again, I'm not a psychologist. I'm just pretending to be one on the internet. I think that there really is a thing of like there isn't any corporate pressure on individual developers like normal, but there's a lot of pressure with the community of people being like, yeah, if the Warden isn't amazing, I will personally despise you as a human being forever. And that's got to be hard to deal with if you're a developer. That, you know, you care about this game so much that you got a job to work on it. And then the question is like, oh yeah, can you imagine being the developer who came up with the idea for the polar bear, right? That stain in Minecraft's history is on you forever. Stain is the wrong word, but so you can kind of imagine the pressure that maybe comes with like everything else in that way. Warden loves cake. He's my kind of guy. Yeah, he's definitely a bit fatter than he probably should be. That's fine. You know what? Who isn't Who hasn't put on a little bit of weight in their day? So we'll replace the very edges of these with white. Yeah, a little bit more than the edge, actually. A little more like... Oh, they do actually go outwards, not inwards. So I can fix this, I can fix this, I can fix this. I already am fixed. There we go, look at this. I'm a step ahead of the curve here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. And then there's like... Again, I'm doing it injustice here. I'm doing it... Everything I'm doing is slightly stylized. That's fine. So then in the middle with this little gap, there's some like souls. We're just gonna do one to keep things simple. So it's like a darkened... This is like the face. This is like the eyeball. And this is good enough to be a skull, right? Chat, does this look like a skull yet to you? Is that a skull? It's kind of like a skull, right? I mean, okay, wait. Now that's definitely a skull. I don't care what your thoughts are. That is a skull. You know what? If you don't think it's a skull, then you're incorrect. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, a little bit close for for comfort, but we're fine. Now we fill in the gaps. It almost, if you leave it right here, it looks like a very tiny head on the Warden, doesn't it? I kind of like that. What a ribcage. He must eat like 30 sushi rolls a day. You know, it is crazy, right? That sushi is one of those food. You know, with every food, the amount of food that is appropriate, like, this is one of, I think, the hardest things. Like with almost everything in life, you know, I've been learning to drive. You know, learning to, you know, like, eat the correct amount of food is hard because your concept. You mentioned updating old mobs before. Oh, it's gonna show up on the screen. Oh no, my background gameplay. It's fine. We'll censor it out, or we'll put a picture of something important on the screen. I'm sure Harrison will get it. So yeah, we're gonna blacken all of that out. There is a very interesting. You mentioned updating all the mobs before. Which old mobs would you like to see updated? Okay, so I would love to see, just to name some random examples, give the polar bear a use and make more variants of it. That's my first demand. Okay, this ribcage is going well. I feel like better than I expected from the ribcage. So this is only 3 blocks from the bottom, so it needs to be only 3 blocks from the top. Yeah, this is a very huge body. The Warden, yeah, he's definitely a bit too wide. It's fine. You know, it's fine. Everything's okay. Put the censored chair on top of the messages. There we go. That's a good idea. That's a genius idea. It looks great so far. Thank you, Tyler Kovaskas. A lot of the time we ignore messages that are positive, but ones like that remind us that we should pay attention to those more than the ones that are mean. Okay, so now the arms kind of go a bit further forward. Maybe even than the body. No, the arms are square with the body. And so from here, it's like, okay, so this is where the legs, okay, this is the bottom of the arm. It goes down like 2-3 blocks. And then there's like some of this, like 3 layers of this or so. But also there's a 4th layer up there, but let's not think about that too hard. I'm gonna guess these are the same width as the legs. So like 6 by 6 is what we went with. And so 6 by 6 is what we must go with here. Yeah, you know, this is nice enough. I'm down with it. Yeah, there we go. That's something, right? And we'll do the same on the other side after we've black concreted up to about there. Again, I like to get like the frame in first, just so we know for sure how it's going. But yeah, okay, look at that. Ooh, going very well. Now we go backwards. And now we go up. And here we go. Yeah. This is a solid build that I have made. I guess we'll just fill this last little part of the wireframe in. Yeah, okay, that is gonna be a good enough arm. So should we start on the other arm now? I guess we might as well. Easiest time as any. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, chat, I'm gonna roll back to you now while we fill in these arms. And indeed, there's a big head coming up next. It's gonna be too big. I don't know how we're gonna deal with it. We need 18 minutes of gameplay, so about 12 minutes more left. Have I really only been doing 6 minutes? Also, thank you. It's good to see you, Harrison. Hello. Yeah, this is the end right here. I've been watching You Season 3 today. It's a, it's one of those shows that like grew on me so much, and now the 3rd season is like genuinely very good. I'm like, I have fallen for the show in a way that you wouldn't. Okay, this is strange. It still looks like this is the face. You know, it looks like a very tiny baby chicken, like Cat said. Love a big head. I mean, you know, I hate to brag, but I am kind of the expert when it comes to having a big head. It looks like the Warden, but with fetal alcohol syndrome. Sorry, I swallowed my own. You ever do that where you swallow water? But as you're speaking and it like chokes you? Yeah, right. What is this back here? Is this the body? Yeah, we need to finish the body before we can, so we can actually understand what's happening here. Because he's a chunky boy back here. He's a chunky boy. Anyway, so as I was saying, I've been here about 40 minutes, but hello. I'm sorry, I missed you till just now. I'm very embarrassed of my sin. I guess we're gonna cut across till we're like here. And then this is the very end. Perfect. And then we go 3 blocks up everywhere. All the way around. And then once we got the arm in place, we can kind of you know, work out the blocks a bit better. There we go. Yeah, it's looking a bit more like a Warden every single day. I mean, of all the blocks that I've done right here, this is the one that's actually looking like it's meant to. So, I'm gonna take that. Thank you very much for the tip, by the way. Oh god, I've got the wrong screen up again. Okay. Thank you very much to Joshua McKenna for the 10 Canadian dollars. How do you keep motivated to keep playing Minecraft so long? By the way, I really love your content. I've been sub for years and sub for I don't know how long. So, have you been sub for years, or do you not know how long it is? If you don't know how long you've been subscribed, it could be 4 days, which I guess technically is still years. You know, okay, you could have been subscribed for exactly 365 days, which is not years, that is year singular. I can't believe you'd lie like this to me, Joshua McKenna. But yeah, I think that I think that the Firefly is an example of Minecraft now has an opportunity to do a small class of mob, and will they do it correctly is the big no one knows, we're gonna have to find out question that I am very, very curious about. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Okay, so we'll build all the way across here to the edge. Yeah, I guess we have to finish the whole of the Warden kind of box frame for this too. Just so it's there, you know? I think it's always important to see where a build's gonna go before you fill it in. Partially because filling in a build is easier too. You know, this is a pro tip for anyone out there who gets how do I keep motivated to playing Minecraft? There's always fun things to do. Even today, while we're just talking about 1.19, I have had some fun. I built some of this, some of this, some of this, and now I'm building one of these. And it is genuinely fun. If you look around the rest of this world, this is my creative world. I've had fun doing it over the years because it was satisfying to build this tiny little creeper. He's a bit derpy. Same with this bat. He's a bit derpy. He's a British bat. Wait, should we claim the Warden for the, you know, that's the only way I see fit. A little bit of a. There we go. Problem solved. We made the Warden British. Anyway, let's get back to this, shall we? So we're gonna, just for the sake of squaring up the head, at least some amount we have to do this. It's gonna go inwards on the sides, some number of blocks. And now we fill in this over here. Okay, nice and easy. And now we're gonna get a start on the head, which is very, very hard. But someone's got to do it, so it might as well be me. Also, the arms do square up with the body up here, so we can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The whole way in between, it's very confusing what color we have to use, and so I don't know the answer, and so I'm just going to kind of not. I guess we have to do something. So it's 3 blocks of this. 1, 2, 3. And then it's like some... Is it like end stone or more like quartz? We'll use quartz anyway, screw it. And then after a few blocks of that, it's one of these, and then it's one of those. And then this continuously goes up. And this continuously goes down, or stays the same. And then randomly goes down, and then randomly goes all the way up to the top for some reason. And then that goes back down to that. You know what? Minecraft mob design is very confusing. If I'm leveling with you right now, I don't fully understand it. I'm just kind of pretending to. And so now these kind of go upwards still. And then there we go. Is this good? Ooh, it links in with the arms. Ooh, there we go. I like that. Yeah, this should all go one block further down for sure. Let's just block there, block there, block there, block here and there, and block there. Wonderful. Is that a good arm, chat? Does that look like a warden's arm? Okay, we're gonna do the head now before we bother trying to repeat this on the other side. So I think this is about where we want to go in. How many pixels wide is the head? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to. Oh god, it's like, it's at least 2, 4, 6, and then like another 3 in the center. So that's a 15 block wide head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, it's exactly the same width as this, but that doesn't feel right. So we're gonna make it a 13 block wide head and see how that goes. Do you think they, since they've added a way to make clay, they'll add a way to make sand out of cobblestone, since it's basically rock. Thank you so much for becoming. Wait, was that Brianna Violet's 9-month in a row support cat? I think the Streamlabs is finally had support for that. Awesome. Okay. I have no idea how I'm gonna add this head. It's gonna be a 13 by 13 cube with like a little bean shape of blue, and then blue at the top too. Let's see how that goes. Build a packet of crisps next to it. He is British after all. Also, hey, Joshua McKenna, thank you so much for becoming a support cat. Welcome to the coolest, cattest, clubbest. As you can tell, no doubt by now, you have access to a green name, but also you can enjoy the benefit. Okay, so this is a little confusing. I think I need to like place a block on each side to represent the actual end. This is 1 block too far in, which is also confusing. Okay, so if we have 3 blocks that start there, do they start there? No, they start here. Then it ends up right over there. So we got the jelly bean shape we're going for. Then it goes up and onto the side. Hey! Membership train. Congratulations on being a member for 44 months, Mario Maniac. Yeah, I like that YouTube is like finally allowing people who've been member. Like previously, if you were a member for the first month, that's the only time it showed up. But it's like, but I prefer people being a member for 44 months or 9 months to someone being a member for 1 month then quitting. Because obviously that's my, is this correct? I don't know what this is. You know, it's not incorrect. It's just also not fully correct. What do you reckon, chat? Is this looking wardeny to you? Do you see the warden vibes here yet? It does look like it's just a bean that controls a body right now. Wait, Toycat does this for money? If you'd believe it, I am in fact a part of the capitalist system which you live under. And as we all know, therefore I'm gonna buy a gold Lambo any day now. No, it is you know what, chat? I will never ask this question ever again because I cannot stand human beings who are really into cars. But I'm gonna ask it now. Don't make me regret this. I want to buy. I might have to buy a car because I can't rent a car from every company besides one for a year. And so here's my question: what car do I don't want to spend all the money on insurance, and I don't want to buy an electric car because that's what I actually want, but I can't have an electric car right now because of, you know, I just don't have a place. I could explain exactly where I lived, but I'm sure we could all be better off without Toycat doxing himself on this stream. So just trust me when I say I can't have an electric car, which I want. What cheap car do I actually buy if I have to buy one? And then never again. And then we're going to talk about our favorite colors. And when don't do this to me. Toyota Prius Plus. Petrol lasts ages because it's a hybrid. Where does the electric come from in the hybrid? Oh, because no wait, the petrol drives the electric battery. That's how that works, I think. Toyota Corolla. You know, thank you for everyone. What's your favorite color, everyone? Wait, what's your favorite feature in 1.19? Could you quickly Oh, do you think they'll make a way for us to create sands? Says Ostation 4850. I think eventually, you know, it's a matter of time until. No, I think yeah, I guess it would, like, I've seen a lot of custom maps do this. Of course, you should be able to crush down a thing to this. Get a moped. Look at Toycat being out of stuff, having a house and car. I don't even want a car, man. I just want to be able to, you know, I don't want to lose my driving ability before I go and actually drive a car. Because I don't intend to drive a car until I go to America. It's a whole thing I've spoken about many times. Mazda Free, says Joshua McKenna. It has been decided the Mazda Free is what I shall purchase. Okay, so Deep Dark City, says Samara G. Honda is reliable. Let's see how long we've been recording for. It feels like very long. Yeah, we got 19 minutes now. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'll go for a little longer, Harrison, so you can like cut towards the end. Because I really want this like the head structure to be finished here. So we've got like another block further up, and then we'll switch out into little Warden head territory. Okay, this is 47, and this is 34. This is now 13 blocks tall, so it needs to like fade in a bit more. Do you like the Warden's haircut? Thank you so much, What the wolf? We're becoming a channel member. Oh, that's free coughs now. See, because I don't want to believe I'm sick. Maybe I'm undercounting the coughs. In the same way, people who don't want to believe they're eating a lot will... Oh, actually, wait. I said I wanted to keep going to the end. Okay, I'm going to turn these things off. Hello, it's good to see you, chat, but I lied about showing up again. Oh, wait, is that correct? No. Is this correct? There we go. All my friends are hating on the Alley for no reason, says Mega Rayquaza 260. It's fun to hate on popular things. I mean, it's what people do all the time. Okay, so we're gonna add on the ears real quick as like the last clip for the video here, Harrison. So let's do this. The side of the head is entirely black, which is a bit boring, but it is what it is. So, wait, we'll count to 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. I guess we're going 10 by 13. Let's just hope no one notices the Warden's head is slightly off square. You know, we'll go all the way to 11, I guess. Why not? 11 by 13 seems more reasonable. And then eventually, and then just before the receding hairline kicks in, which does, by the way, it actually goes in quite, like it juts in and out a bit, is the actual hairline the Warden has. He's cool. He is cooler than you could ever know. Yeah, look at that. That's a fun hairline. There's no straightness going on here. Anyway, and then out to the side. Oh, actually, the blue does continue along the side. So out towards the side here, he's got like these little horn-looking things coming on the sides. And so now it's my job to try and do those as best I can. So there is a midpoint to the head, thank God. And so let's do this. Okay. Okay. Well, this is going fine so far. For some reason, there's like a bit that goes down here. And then it like goes upwards, like a surprising number of blocks. And then it goes inwards. And then there's like a few horn bits here and there. This is a very strange mob with very strange features, if I'm being honest with you. There we go. How do we reckon that is, chat? What do we think about this? Did I make a good Warden, or did I not do a good Warden? There's something a bit wrong. Like, when you see them side by side, it looks fine. But when you look at it by itself, it doesn't scream Warden at you. You know what? That's a mystery we're going to have to work out. But this is the end of the recording. I'm going to now send that to Harrison. Okay, now we're gonna get the chat back up. I like his glasses. Yeah, one sec, I have to just confirm. The mouth needs to be more curved, says Eddie Hilo. Does it need to be more curved? Or do you need to be more curved? Yeah, you didn't consider that, did you? Okay, so let's turn all the things back on. We're now at 341 members, by the way. You proud of us? We did it. The mouth is not right. Yeah, okay, we'll work on the mouth. He looks off. Also, I think these blocks down here, or at least one of these is grey. You know, just a good idea to slide those things in. Yeah, that's good. Then we'll do the same on the other side. So again, we'll have this little blue thing go all the way around. Wow, look how nice that is. His eyes look like he's being teabagged. Says Brandizzle 257. Is the Earth really round, or do you need to be more round? You know what? There's a good question for no one to answer. He's just having a bad day. Yeah, I want to add the other little horn thing on the side here, because that's like another hard detail. The rest we can do with fill commands later, easily enough. This is a precise little detail I want to get right, so let's do it. So, is that correct? That seems correct enough. And then immediately from that, we go to, okay. So I'll start with blue and then I'll work the rest in. It's like 2 blocks, and then it's 2 blocks, and then it's 2 blocks, and then it's like a ton of blocks going upwards. Kind of Shrekky to me. And then it goes inwards 1 here. And then it goes inwards 1 here, but the end is actually... Oh no, it goes inward 2 here. And then that's there, that's there, that's there. Again, as long as the ears match, the rest isn't that pertinent. Okay, so now we just put the grey blocks on, as before. So this is a bit broken, actually. Oh god, this is all very broken. Oopsie. Wait, actually, maybe I started 1 block too low and it's fine. Yeah, you know, there we go. This is A-okay. I see 0 issues of what's happening right now. Oh, it doesn't have the little hooky thing going down. Okay. Let's add that now. Obviously an important part of the Warden's identity. Oh no, they're not balanced at all. I don't know what's wrong with them. I can just feel it, you know. Is this 3 wide, maybe? No, it's 2 wide. Okay, so there's 4 greys. There's not 4 greys. Okay, so that's what went so wrong. So now we just move everything back a block. And then... Yeah, that's okay, everything goes back 1. So this actually goes there. This goes there. This goes there. And this goes there, which means that's not there. Which means, oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, remove that and then that. Do we save it? He's got nice little earrings, I agree. The Warden has some delightful earrings. I love that you don't dumb down your vocabulary of YouTube. I've learned some words from you. Me speak proper good on YouTube. 1.19 be good update. Me enjoy is good. I like when things go well in mouth and say and good. He's a strong independent Warden who don't need no Steve. Warden with strength effect, just imagine. Yeah, I really do think there's going to be a fun game of, like, spawn the Warden in. What is the minimum amount of equipment you need to fight the Warden? Because for the Wither, again, there are glitches, but, like, without them, you actually need a decent amount of equipment, even on easy. How much equipment do you need to fight the Ender Dragon? Again, a wooden sword and some snowballs will technically... Actually, some snowballs on your fist will fight the dragon just fine. And even the snow... Actually, even the snowballs are unnecessary. If you have enough patience, you can use just your fist. You make a good big head. Thank you very much, Cat. That's all I've ever wanted to hear. It's so hard to imagine the shapes. Okay, I'm gonna look at the Warden mouth one more time. Yeah, I think it's I think it goes up higher. I think we just need to... I think this needs to go lower and higher. But that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we'll have this. Okay, how do I do this correctly? Okay, we have this go in here. This is my first movement, right? So we make these 2 blocks wide. And we make it go there. Then what we can do now is we have access to a little bit of extra height. Because we can make this go upwards. Before this becomes the same equivalent. Before this becomes the next row of blocks. So now all of this is going to be black as well. All of this is black. Okay, so then on this side we do the same. And then on top of that, we have a little bit of like a thing there. Now if we fill this in, let's see if we've magically solved the problem. Have we rounded the curve that we needed to? Okay, chat, is this a warden now? What do you reckon? I have a vague feeling we're doing better. Maybe this bottom bit be less curved, funnily enough. Or at the very least do like a curve, but like also not a curve at the same time. And then have this go to there. What do you reckon? Okay, now I can scroll back to the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Looks good. Ah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think we did a decent enough job. I love that the Union Jack is hanging out in your hotbar. Never know when you'll need it again, GB, says Robin Brooks. I mean, you say I never know when I'll need it again. There are going to be lots of situations. 1.19, more like 1.UK-teen. See, just hidden away there. In this world. Now anyone who's watched this live stream will know it's there. He looks like he's about to eat an entire burger in one bite, says Doggy the Kid. I wish I could eat a burger in one bite. I wish I could eat a burger in one bite. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Thank you very much, Cyclic Harmony, for becoming the 342nd channel member. No, welcome to the club. Hope you enjoy your green name, your fun exclusive emojis, and all of the other delightful benefits you now have access to. Okay, this goes out like 2 blacks, and then it's like 2 blues. I just want to get like the cornering done, you know? I guess I can't because of the whole... Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Are we just going to assume... Oh, wait, what am I doing here? Oh, this isn't correct. Yeah, we'll just assume the whole of this is, like, black. Just so we can at least do the wireframe version of it correctly. And so now we just need this side, which is 3 blocks up, which I've already done. And then it's a ton of white blocks. And then it's, like, 1 blue block to stop me. And then we go down 1 for weird reasons. And then we go down 1 again over here, which means there must be white blocks under here in some number. And then that means that, yeah, there we go. Everything's wonderful. I think I've got it finally. Wait, I'm doing this incorrectly. Ooh, what am I doing here? And then after 3 blocks each time, we put this in there. Aha! Wait for it. Fill in the little this on both sides. Ooh, it's a slightly different profile, but that's fine. We have very, very loosely a warden. Again, very, very loosely. Want to be clear about that. But does this not vaguely look like a warden? Do you think of Minecraft Java coming to Games Pass? I wonder how the username will work with that. I have so many questions about how they intend to get Java working on Game Pass, but I love that they're doing it. The theory of couches, televisions, and disagreements. Can I tell you the dumbest thing in my life that genuinely brings me, like, dissatisfaction? I don't have a sofa right now, because I don't have a living room right now, so I don't have a TV. And, like, not having a place to, like, casually watch TV shows and relax. It's dumb, because you have the bedroom, and the bedroom is a place to relax. But, like, I can't go back to, like, having the bed also be my entertainment place. Like, separating out entertainment and, you know, bedroom stuff is, like, such an important step in life, in my opinion. Oh, what have I done there? Ooh, probably wasn't smart. Let's just fix that up. Pretend that didn't happen. Keep it going all the way around here. there we go. Yeah, so we got some finishing to do, of course. But we made a Warden today. September Realm Review by November, says Michael D. If we're lucky, it'll be out by the end of October, the September Realm Review. Yeah, I like what we've done here. I personally, I felt like this first block wasn't great. The second block, it looks pretty. It just doesn't look like the block I was going for. But the Warden actually looks like a Warden. And so yeah, I hope you all enjoyed living the same nightmare right now, renovating our home while living in it, and don't have a hangout space. You need a hangout space, right? You need it. It's like there's a genuine tragedy there. Is the couch a place to debate things? It is, Jordan Jones. Put an iron trap door on the ribs. It adds depth. You know, I don't usually do this, but you know, you're here right now. You did ask politely. Aesthetic smile. Let's put iron trapdoors on the ribs to add. Aren't we gonna have to like redstone power them or something? Let's do it though. Can we not? Are iron trapdoors redstone powered? I think they are. So we'll add a redstone block on the other side. Oh wait, it has to be like redstone. Yeah, with like a repeater and like a lever or something, right? There's a lot of steps to get these doors powered. We'll place the redstone repeater on a redstone block, so we don't need a second one. So we'll place a block there, one there, one there, one here, one there, and there. I enjoy the riffing, says Jordan Jones. I'm glad you enjoy the riffing. So we place a redstone block there, and then we place a repeater. Oh, it doesn't get powered by underneath. If we have like a redstone path, again, I'm always, whenever I use redstone, it's always like embarrassing because it's been so long. I don't wanna hurt you, redstone people off the internet. So we place this a block lower down though. I think I might have messed something up. There we go. Yeah, that's single redstone block on there. We'll do it. So now we do the same, but on this block. Aha! I've found the way. And then same over here. Perfect. So yeah, now there's some little live redstone, which does add some light. You do have to admit. Yeah, that's a nice little addition. I like that. And then we'll throw in one here, one there. Wow, look how simple and easy life is when you're doing this. And now if we go around, assuming I haven't horribly messed up, there's a little bit of extra. Oh wait, that's incorrect. Ooh, these aren't working. Will these work? No, they won't. What did I do so right there that I didn't do correctly the next times? Okay, so yeah, what have I done differently? It's still powering the same block, right? Is it on the wrong part of the... Turn it off and on again? You know, it's funny that actually worked. Why does a redstone signal not... What? You know what? I'm not going to think about it. Perfect. Do you think that was an addition? Do you think that was a positive improvement, chat, to my British Warden? Do you like what we did? How do things expert exist, says Jordan Jones. I have no idea what I'm reading for you, Jordan Jones. Every message I've been slightly confused by. I like how it looks on the inside like it's a heart. I also have no idea how redstone works. The door needs a signal change to move. But like, surely then if you unpower the redstone, that should change it by itself. Make an American Warden. American Warden coming right up. It's fun. Right here is TU65. I don't remember what was in that update, but clearly not very much if I have just written it there and then nothing else around it. Maybe scaffolding. I remember making this boat. It looks like your first ever Minecraft boat, and I think it might be my first ever creative boat. But like it had so much promise, but then it's a bit too square. Not a big fan. Yeah, I was gonna go, but before I go, how about I order pizza? How about you stay with me while I order the pizza I'm gonna eat tonight? So, chat, what am I eating tonight? What type of pizza? Let's work this out together. I don't want to leave. You know, I remember you building that in a video, says Josh McKenna. Man, you've been around too long. Like for real, too long. You gotta stop. It's so hard to properly sing along with that. And sometimes I feel like I'm not even trying correctly. Yeah, what do I get? So I've got, okay, so let me give you my options. There is a fire away pizza that is doing buy one get one free, and it's like only £10 for a pizza or something like that. So wow, 2 pizzas for £10, and I keep wanting to get it, even though I'm like, the pizza's good enough, but it's not the best, and I don't need 2 pizzas because I'm going to sleep in 3 hours, and I'm heading back to the southwest of England. Lobster roll, says Seppi. You know, I search lobster roll on Uber Eats and Deliveroo so many times a week, and I just hope that one will have appeared. I did pay £23.50, I think, recently for a lobster roll. It's pretty embarrassing. See, there's no lobster roll available right now. There's one place that sometimes has lobster rolls, and they're so expensive, and so in conclusion, I'm sad. I guess actually what I could do, okay, here's my idea. If I ride my bike, this place does lobster rolls for £11? That can't be correct. Let me add that to my basket. Oh, there is a place that does lobster rolls for just over £11. Oh, that's wacky. That can't be a real lobster roll. I mean, there's maybe it is. I need to look into this more. Do we order pizza or do we order lobster roll, chat? I don't know anymore. I was so sure. I knew exactly what I was getting. For the lobster roll fund. Thank you so much, Dasher, for paying for either a 10th or a 5th of the lobster roll, depending on if it really is a lobster roll for £11. You know, let's do a chat poll. Let's work this out via the chat. Also, Enderstar, thank you for becoming a member. What should I eat? Lobster roll, pizza. You know, chat, you can decide. Like, I'm gonna ignore you because that's how democracy works, but you know, I'm gonna at least ask for your opinion before entirely ignoring you. Oh, pizza's at 59, lobster's at 41. Okay, now I'm gonna see if I can influence this vote, because now it's 61 pizza. Okay, chat, if you haven't voted, vote lobster roll. Not because we want that as the option. I just want to see if I can will enough people over to it. Can we alter my own democracy? Would die for a lobster roll right now. Oh, it's down to 6. Pizza's down to 60. Lobster's up to 40. Can we get lobster above the 40 mark? Oh, lobster's at 42. We can do this. Let's get the lobster roll to number 1. We can do it. We can. You know what? We failed one democracy. We can pass this one. 43 on the lobster roll. We can do it. Government corruption turns corrupt in real. Government turns corrupt in real time. This really is what you're watching. Oh, we might have hit the point of diminishing returns because we're stuck at 43 on the lobster roll. There just aren't more people to vote for it, sadly. It's very tragic, I know. Oh, 44, never mind. The Warden is looking so cool. It's surprising how long he took to build. I thought it would be like, you know, in, out, shake it all about sort of territory. But there was a lot of work involved. Why not a lobster roll pizza? Oh, back down to 40. Oh, back up to 44. We found the equilibrium point, and it's about 43 to 44. Mob vote in a nutshell. I think what I'm going to do... I like that this kind of works like a heart. I'm going to build into that. Oh, I think I messed that up. Never mind. It has to stay as a cross. Maybe if I do that for every block. Does that help with it, or am I making it worse? Okay, that doesn't work either. Oh yeah, I don't know what's happening here. I mean, I could have probably... Yeah, you know, it looks better now, though. He's got his arms out. Eat lobster roll. You know, chat has decided I'm eating a pizza today. I will eat like the common man, and I will grab some cheese, some tomato sauce, on top of some bread. Substitute the crust for a bun, the cheese for a lobster, bam, a pizza, kind of. Yeah, I want to find a lobster place that will make me... Honestly, lobster would be a waste on pizza. Even lobster mac and cheese is a huge one. But that feels like a waste as well. Like, again, lobster is like a expensive ingredient, and it doesn't even taste very good. You have to use it in very particular ways, or you're just wasting money. And maybe that's my whole thing. Eat with a higher purpose. I did. Anyway, so thank you very much. Before you go, we need to talk about 1.19 a bit so that we can say we're true to the title. I am excited for 1.19, but I mostly don't know about 1.19. It is mostly this void of uncertainty, and I hope that, like, good voids of uncertainty, it is filled with excitement and pleasure, and not disappointment and shame. But who knows for sure? If you know for sure, hit that subscribe button, because I've got a video coming out later today. You'll see some background gameplay from this video. Is lobster vegan? You know what? I would argue that lobster should be vegan, because they have such a... Oh no, lobsters are bad. I think it's crabs, maybe. They basically don't have a central nervous system. Whereas, like, there are mushrooms that have a central nervous system. Obviously, this is, like, semantics, and, like, most of the reasons, like, you know, like, should you base all of your ideologies on semantics? I mean, enough people do. Enough people do. Anyway, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. That little gap is a bit ugly. Let's fill it in. Let's make sure there's no more gap. Thank you all for watching this video, where we built a warden, mostly. You have to look straight on or it gets a bit weird. I hope you all enjoyed, because I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Okay, now we've got everyone out who's going to leave when I say goodbye out of here. Let's do the real stuff. Okay. All I wanted in life is to yawn at the camera for a bit. Talk to you about, you know, you hear about that You show? I'm going to overeat so much. I'm going to eat, like, easily 30 sushi rolls. But in pizza form. See, it's weird, right? Actually, while we're here, because I do think about this a lot, but, like, one of the hardest things about anything is the mental side. Even the most physical of things always have a mental side to them. And, so, like, it's weird to me that conceptually 30 sushi rolls feels like a lot more food than 3 slices of pizza. But depending on the 3 slices of pizza and what's in the 30 sushi rolls, it can actually be the other way around. And the one that messes me up the most is I'm always just like, because the amount of, like, food you think you should eat. Is 1 slice acceptable, or do you eat the whole pizza, for instance, right? That is genuinely a big difference in people, where you can just say, oh yeah, I had pizza last night. Makes a huge difference. Also, do you now think we'll get the previous Biomes votes in 1.19? No, not in 1.19, but in potential future updates. Eat 31 sushi rolls, go crazy. But I think that, like, the one that messes me up the most, because I used to just, when I was younger, I'd go to the store, buy a whole cheesecake, and that's how much I'd eat. It's so hard to get down to the fact where I'm like, 1 slice, 1/16 of a cheesecake or something is like, that's a treat. That's not like an everyday food. But it's like, but what if I want? Who can stop after eating 1 slice? 2 slices is the classic meal, says Mike 2 Dice. I didn't know 2 slices was the classic meal till I went to New York, where you always get, like, 2 slices and a drink for a certain price. It's like a common deal, right? That's mind-blowing to me. That's not, I'm not used to that. That's weird. Same with the idea that when you order cheesecake at a restaurant, they by default assume you mean a slice. No, I want the whole cheesecake. Why are you ripping me off? If I pay whole cheesecake prices, I should get the whole You know, there's an interesting thing there. Please pick the top right ribbits hurting my eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. Are we better now? Yeah. I like it. I like it. Thank you, Jordan Jones. I will order some pizza now. Now, I try to stop when I feel full and not overeat. The moment I feel full, it's too late. If I wait until I feel full to stop eating, I will hurt for a while afterwards. I have to predict when I'm going to get full ahead of time. If you get a cake, you eat as much as you want. That's what I do, and it's a problem. I buy a whole carrot. Anyway, it's one of those habits that took me a long time to unlearn. I feel like it's one of those things that, like, can mess you up with weight loss too. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you for the little post show we did here. Let's see how many people left when I said goodbye. 8 people joined. You're doing live streams wrong. It says we're talking about 1.19. I didn't say Toycat talks about Cheetsa. You're all doing it incorrectly. Another 8 people joined. Stop it. This is the ending. This is where I say goodbye. Thank you for watching. It was fun when you were here, but I'll see you all next time. And just like we said, we're gonna throw down our Union Jack. Because rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.